Imagine entering a career with zero student debt, top-tier healthcare, and a guaranteed pension, all while getting paid to learn the trade. This is the reality for a union electrician apprentice in Connecticut. This guide maps out the exact step-by-step process required to enter a Connecticut IBEW local, such as Local 35 in Hartford, Local 488 in Monroe, or Local 90 in New Haven. You will frequently see the acronym JATC. This stands for Joint Apprenticeship and Training Committee, which is the official training school run by the union and its signatory contractors. Navigating this specific application process is the single requirement standing between you and a lifelong profession building the infrastructure of the state. There are 4 strict baseline requirements you must meet before you are eligible to apply. You must be at least 17 years old at the time of application and 18 by the time you begin working. You also need a valid high school diploma or a GED. Third, you must have documented proof of completing at least 1 full year of high school algebra with a passing grade. This algebra requirement is mandatory. Licensed electricians use these mathematical principles daily to calculate power loads and determine safe wire sizes. Finally, all applicants must be able to pass a drug screen to complete the selection process. These are exclusionary criteria. Failing to meet even one of these points results in disqualification before the process begins. Once you verify your prerequisites, you move into the active application phase. In Connecticut, these JATCs do not accept online applications. You must show up in person to your local training center to fill out the paperwork. Warning tone. Timing is critical. Connecticut JATCs typically only accept applications during strict morning windows, often Monday through Friday between 8 a.m. and noon. When you arrive, you must have a valid photo ID with your current address and your official school transcripts. Do not open your transcripts. If the original school seal or envelope is broken by the applicant, the JATC will consider the document invalid. This physical application drop-off is the first test of an applicant's ability to follow the exact, precise directions required on a job site. If your application is accepted, you'll be scheduled to sit for the NJATC Aptitude test. The test takes approximately 2.5 hours. You will have 46 minutes to complete 33 algebra and functions questions, followed by 51 minutes for 36 reading comprehension questions. Calculators are strictly forbidden. All mathematical work must be performed manually on the scratch paper provided by the testing center. Failing to achieve a qualifying score triggers a mandatory 90-day lockout. You cannot retake the test at any JATC in the country until those 3 months pass. This assessment ensures that every incoming apprentice has the cognitive foundation necessary for the complex electrical theory taught in the program. Applicants who receive a qualifying score on the aptitude test proceed to the final stage, an oral interview with the Joint Committee. The committee uses your combined test and interview results to determine your exact ranking on the eligibility list. Once you are finally selected from that highly competitive eligibility list, you will officially begin your rigorous 5-year journey as an IBEW apprentice. The program consists of 2 simultaneous parts: 8,000 hours of full-time paid employment with a union contractor during the day, and supplemental classroom instruction 2 evenings per week. The training is tuition-free, meaning you only pay for your yearly educational materials. This instruction can also yield up to 60 college credits toward an associate or bachelor's degree. As this graph shows, first-year apprentices start at approximately 40% of the journeyman rate, roughly $18 to $19 an hour, plus full healthcare and retirement benefits. Your pay percentage increases automatically as you log more working hours. By the 5th year, your compensation reaches 100% of the journeyman wage. While traditional students accumulate debt, an IBEW apprentice spends these 5 years building practical equity and personal wealth. To enter this trade, you must follow the roadmap, verify your prerequisites, submit your application in person, pass the math-heavy aptitude test, and rank well in your interview. Your first task is to call your high school or the state board today and request your official sealed transcripts. To prepare for the algebra portion of the aptitude test, you can find study resources and practice exams at electriciantutor.com. Proper preparation ensures you are ready to act the moment your local JATC opens its next intake period.